Hello and welcome back to our video series on SMF. Now in this video we're going to be talking about the smileys and message icons. So let's go ahead and first off let me show you what I'm talking about for those of you that don't know what a smiley or a message icon is. That's a smiley there, but not the one I wanted to show you. Let's pretend as if we are going to post in a topic. Let's just pick one at random here and new topic, and here we go. These are the message icons. For example, that's the standard. This is the lamp ding, like an idea comes up, and question mark, and so on and so forth. Grin, and so on. These are the smileys. Now, some of these you can see are animated, where they actually move around a little bit, which is kind of cool. So this is what we're going to be customizing here and here. So let's go to admin. And the same thing, this is the 1.1.7, same thing with 1.1.8, as well as with the 2.0. Do the same thing under forum. Go to smileys and message icons. And you see you've got two settings here. Same with the older version. Go to smileys and message icons here in the forum section. And you've got two settings. And you've got, as a default, you have two smiley sets, a classic, this one, and the default. Okay, now then don't let the name default fool you. That's just the name, as if it were George or best of or anything. It's just a name. The default here refers to the one that is showing up, the one that I just showed you. That's the default, named classic. That was a classic set. Now this one is the default, which would be anyway. You get the idea, hopefully. So you got a few options here you can play with. If you want to add some additional settings up here, then enable customized smileys. Likewise with enable customized message icons. Okay. Now right now, since it would be not as fun if we had some additional icons that we went and got, or additional smileys that we went and got, but I just want to show you, if we click on save after checking those two boxes, we now have some additional options up here we can play with. Edit message icons, set smiley order, edit smileys, add smileys, and smiley sets. This is more of an individual. This is the entire set. Now then, if we go back here to these settings where we are and untick these, play, save changes, then we're back to the same two, the original two. Now then, what we want to do now is we want to add a set of smileys. Now you can go on Google and do a search for smileys and possibly end up with all kinds of spyware and malware. The best place to go to get Simple Machines Form smileys is, you guessed it, Simple Machines Form. Actually, it's simplemachines.org, but you get the idea. Now, whenever you get to this site, you click on Customize. You will end up at this URL, or you can just go to this URL to begin with, and here we are. And you're going to be paying a lot of visits to this particular part of the site to make your forum stand above the crowd. Now, to get to the smileys and a lot of other stuff, go to mod site right here and just click on the smileys, which is right here. Got 24 of those to choose from. Now here, you see we've got 3 pages to go through. You want to make sure that you've got the proper version, okay? Because some of these are for some older versions. Some of these will work perfectly for us. The alphabetic smileys will work perfectly for the 1.8, but not the 1.7, according to this. And it will also work with our RC1. Now this one down here, the black and white smiley set, looks like it's going to work for a whole bunch of them. And the case sensitive smiley, again, you get the idea. Just make sure that the one you get will work for the version of form that you have. Now you also want to be aware of the fact that some of these smileys, as noted here, are created based on the theme type that you have. In other words, this one is optimized, works best for the dark background theme, like a dark blue, dark green. In other words, if you put this on a light background like the one that we have, it'll look kind of crappy. As a matter of fact, I think those are the exact words they use inside of here when describing using this on a light background theme. So this won't work for us. Divine smileys, what we got here, work on that version. The beta 3, beta 2, beta 4, no, because ours is the RC1. Just to be on the safe side, let's get one that will work for ours. And this one here, the Christmas, let's bring Christmas home a little bit early. Need a little multicolor smiley set. Last updated not too long ago. It's cool. A lot of downloads. Tells me something is good about this. And it will work for our version here. So here we go. Let's click on this. Takes us to the page where we can download actually quite a few of them. The different colors. Okay, cool. And let me see. Sometimes in here you'll also see a separate download or a separate zip file for a matching message icon set as well. In which case that's kind of just a winner. You can go ahead and check those out too. Now then here you've got the different kind of an idea as to what the colors are going to be like here. Okay, so let's go ahead. Eeny, meeny, miny, green. We will go with the green zip. Now I went ahead and created a folder inside of our forum folder to keep things organized. Remember, named it Smileys, oddly enough. Let's go ahead and save this there. And save. Let's open this up. And unzip this. Now then, if you're familiar with adding themes or plugins to a blog, you'll probably know that, and I'm talking the older blogs, not the newest one, but the older ones, you are downloading a zip file, you unzip that file, you got a folder. Then inside of this folder is usually another folder. Now then, this is the folder that you want to upload to your Smiley folder on your forum path. You do not want to upload the zip file. That ain't going to work. And you don't want to upload this folder either, because inside of here is a folder. What you want is the folder that contains the images. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Let me open up our FileZilla, our FTP software. And we've used this in prior videos in this series, so if you're not familiar with this, well, go check out those other videos. I explain everything for you. Now, and this is the proper form setup. This is the 2.0 that we have. And here is the folder, Smileys. And inside of here are the two default Smiley sets that we have. Now if we open these up, do we see another folder in here? No, we see just the images. Same with the default. No, just the images. So whenever we come over here and we check out the one we just downloaded, and if I go to desktop, then desktop, and then here, and then here, and then here, here is that folder that we unzipped, and then inside of here is another folder. That's not the one we want. We want this one here, because inside of here are the images. This is the one we want to upload. So we just right click and then left click on this, or we can just select it, hold down our left mouse button and drag it on. Oh, okay. Hang on, time out. I don't want to do that because that would put it in the default folder. No, we want it in the Smiley folder. Click, hold, and drag. There we go. Now we've got 3 sets in here. Okay, we're done. We're done with this. Go ahead and log out. And you can have as many sets as you want. As a matter of fact, the more sets that you have, of course, you want to be aware that they do take up space on your server, but the more sets that you have, then the more customization your members will be able to choose from. I'll show you that in here in just a second. Because if you allow them to make the choice themselves as to which set of smileys that they have on their threads or their posts, then yeah, it might add a little bit of extra flair and make them want to come back on a more regular basis to make posts in your forum. Anytime you can make it more customized, more personalized, then a lot of folks are going to take more advantages of that, just to let you know. Now that we got that installed through our FTP client, click on the new Smiley set under Smiley sets here, okay, under forum, Smiley sets, new Smiley sets, and then you come here and it's already found them for you. Now you want to give it a name. We will just go with Elo Green. And we want to make this default just for the sake of this video. Yes. Save changes. And you can see now that we've opted to allow this one to be our default. And you can delete this one. You can delete any of these you want just by simply checking the right box and then clicking on that. But we don't want to do that. Now then, just to show you that we've got the install correctly, come on up here to Home, and let's pretend to make another post like we did earlier. Click on General Discussion, go to New Topic, and our defaults have changed. Our default smileys have changed. And there you go, folks. That is how you can customize your smiley set. And you can customize it even further, as I had mentioned earlier, by ticking those two boxes. Just to rehash that, let's head on back. Forum, smiley, come on back here. Forum, smiley settings, and then under settings, we want to customize the message icons, and we want to customize the smileys. And again, if you want to allow the members to choose which set of smileys they want, whether it is, and this will show you the default smiley set you can choose here, but it'll also show you by hitting that drop down arrow which sets you have available. But if you want to allow your members to choose which ones they want to use, check that box here. But we're going to go into customization here again, just to show you that there's a lot more tabs than just those two. And here you can really go to town on customizing both your smileys and your message icons. So I hope you learned something with this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great day.